Hi, welcome back to Shell Programming. Today we are going to discuss about how to write a simple shell script like this. Okay, so here I've used a few commands like read and echo commands, and we are going to discuss about these things, and also a concept called variables. And this is how a simple shell script looks like. It starts with ash exclamatory symbol followed by slash bin and slash bash. This is called a shebang line. So each and every script should have a shebang line. It's not mandatory, but if you do not use this shebang line, then your script by default it will take slash bin slash sh. So it's recommended. It's a good practice to use the shebang line so that your script will identify the interpreter. And this is just for the comments, like it will not going to execute in your script. And whatever the line that starts with the ash symbol, then that's just for the information purpose. Okay, so this is how the script, simple shell script looks like. So let's discuss about a read command, echo command before read command. Okay, so then we can go ahead and write down this program and execute, and let's see how it works. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. This is echo command. I'll just brief you on this particular command and then we can go ahead and do a hands-on. Okay, so echo command, here you can see I am writing echo welcome to shell programming. That means it's displaying the same thing on the terminal window. That means echo command will display the line of text on the terminal window. If you want to display some line of text on the terminal window, then you can use echo command. So these quotation marks are not mandatory, but if you do not use these quotation marks, if there is a white spaces, then that will be eliminated and your output will be like this. Even if there is a white spaces here, that will not be shown on the terminal screen when you get the output. So in order to include that white space, you can include this quotation marks. Okay, sometime the quotation marks should be used when you are using some of the backslash escape characters. Here you can see echo hyphen e is called an option to enable interpretation for these characters. Okay, so these are all the characters are called backslash escape characters. So this is for a new line, and this is for a tab. If you want to use a new line, if you want to display some text in the new line, then you can use a slash n. And if you want to have a tab, then you can use a slash t. So vertical tab is slash v. So most of the time we use this option hyphen e, and these are all the options that we use in our programs. Okay, so here you can see echo hyphen e welcome to shell programming. In this, this is my first lab session. Okay, so here I'm using this slash n, a backslash escape characters, and I'm using hyphen e interpreter along with the quotation marks. So welcome to shell programming is getting displayed in one particular line, and the this is my first lab session is getting displayed in the second line. So this is how this particular characters works when you use hyphen e options along with the echo command. Okay, so you can just write down help echo, and then you'll get all these details, and you can learn more about this, and you can just try using all these options and then execute the program and execute this command, and then you'll see how exactly this works. Okay, so whenever you're using hyphen e option, make sure that you use the quotation marks. Okay, and if you do not use the quotation mark, this backslash escape character won't work. Okay, you can try that also. Okay, next we can just discuss about read command. Before that, I want to talk about variables. Okay, let's move on to variable. So variables is nothing but it's just a character string to which we assign some value. Okay, it's just a character. For example, name is just a character string, so we are assigning some value. What is the name? The John. So the John is the value and the name is the variable. Okay, so we are assigning the value. How we are assigning the value? We are just introducing this equal sign and then assigning the value to the variable. So there should not be any space either side. Okay, so name, there should not be any space, equals, there should not be any space, and John. So then only it will work, otherwise it won't work. It will give you an error. You can try, we can try in the lab session. Okay, and then echo dollar name. Why we are using this dollar sign? Whenever you want to retrieve the value of the variable, you must use a dollar sign. So if you do not use a dollar sign, you will not be able to retrieve the variable. So echo is we already discussed. Echo is to display the uh, line of characters or display the output. If you want to know what is stored in the variable called name, then you can do echo dollar name. Dollar is fetching the value of the variable name. Okay, in order to fetch the value of the variable, you must use this dollar sign. Okay, so see here, echo dollar name. It's getting this. John is getting displayed. And there are some conditions for a variable name, so you cannot blindly use the names. So name should be like this. It should not start with it should not start with a number. It should not start with the characters like this, and it should not have the characters like in the middle like this, and where underscore exclamation symbol. This should not be there. It should be like that. This is a prop one underscore ALI, or you can do underscore ALI underscore also, and token underscore A. This is also a good example for a variable. Where underscore one, where underscore two. This also works. Okay, see here. So when you use the number 91 underscore name is equal to Sam, it won't work. It just gives you an error. So number is equal to 12. This works perfectly. So you're assigning 12, the value, to a variable called number, and you're fetching this variable value using the dollar sign, and you are displaying it on the terminal screen using the echo command. Okay, so this can be anything. Variable can be anything. Variable can be a device, variable can be a file system, variable can be anything like this, but you will know about this later. So these are all we use it in our advanced shell scripting, so we will going to learn about this. So for now you just remember that a variable is a character string. We assign value to a variable like this using equal sign. There should not be any space either side. Okay, so this is a very simple thing. So let's go back to the read command. Read command, we use it in the Linux to read the input from the keyboard. For example, if you type some input like a password, username, then your script should read it. So for that purpose, you use the read command. So whenever you input something, your read command will read it and will save it in a variable. Okay, so if you want to know more about this read command, you just type help read and you will come to know, you will get all these options. Okay, so here there are few options that we frequently use. That is, one is -n. So if you want to limit the number of characters that the user input, then you can use -n character and specify the number of characters like 8 -n 8. Then only 8 characters that the user can input. It won't take more than 8 characters. Okay, hyphen p is for a prompting. For example, I want to ask you a password, I want to ask you a username. So how can I ask you? If I just don't tell anything to you, you will not be able to know what I am asking, what I am expecting from you. So what kind of input that I'm expecting from you. For that purpose, if you're asking the user to enter the username or enter the password, then you need to use the hyphen p options with the text, prompt text, whatever that you want to ask for, like hyphen p, please enter your username, please enter your password. So this kind of hint text that you can just display it on the terminal screen, so that the user who are typing something, who are who are just entering some things, they will come to know that okay, I'm asking for the username, so they will enter their username, and they'll ask for the, if you ask for the password, they will enter the password. Okay, so this is hyphen p is just a prompt text. If you want to prompt some text for the user to understand on the terminal window, then you can use this hyphen p. And this hyphen s also we use it frequently, because hyphen s is for securely. If you want to securely take the input from the user, for example, if you use only hyphen p options with the prompt text, so it will just give you a text like please enter your password. So whenever you are entering your password, that will be displayed on the terminal screen. Somebody else will may see that, right? So it's not secure. It's not secure way of getting the input from the user. So if you want to hide that on the terminal window, if you don't want to show it on the terminal window, then you can use this hyphen s option, so that when you are entering some uh, text, it won't visible on the terminal even for you. So so it will be saved, and you will be able to log in. Normally when you are logging to your Linux machine, you may have noticed it. When you're entering your username, that will show up like a root, but when you're entering the root password, it will not be visible. Okay, so that's how simple. So these are all three options are important. One is -p. -p is used to prompt some text on the terminal window so that user can understand and react or respond according to the instruction that you have given on the terminal window. And -n option is to limit the number of character the user input. Like if you want to restrict user to put only 8 characters of the password, and then you can use -n and space 8 number 8 character, then it'll work. We'll do it on hands-on, so you'll come to know about all these things. Okay, so -t option is for a timeout. For example, it will read command will wait for some particular time, and if you do not input, then it will come back to the command prompt. It will just time out. So if you want to do that, then you can use -t option. You can try all these options and see how this works. Okay, so that's all for this theory session. So we can do a hands-on in our next video. Okay, you can join me in my next video, and make sure that you open your terminal window and then be ready so that we can use all these concept like a read command and echo command, and then variable concepts, and we can write these simple scripts and execute this and see how this works. Okay, thanks for joining me, and if you have a time, you can join me in my next lecture. Okay, thank you.